Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hey guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. I'm doing paid review 20 SE25, and this is for Anonymous. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Patek 5196 Calatrava, manual wind Patek, and a Herman Sew shirt. Absolutely loving the shirts, Herman. Dear Archie, greetings once again. Once more, I'd like to remain anonymous, and I hope you do this letter. Hope this letter finds you in good health and in good spirits. Archie, not sure if you remember, but I'll do a recap. I'm 24-year-old, simple farm guy with now just 3 watches on my roster. They are as follows. Rolex Explorer Mark II. There must be a Explorer 1 39mm. Omega Seamaster, and a Tudor black base steel and gold. Also have a Casio for when I'm farming and in the shop, but I know you don't, yep, exactly, I don't give 2 hoots about that. Archie, you will notice I kicked out the Tag Heuer Scheider for now. I may get another down the track, but we'll see. You will also notice I add a Tudor to replace the one I gave to my cousin. Yes, this guy was an idiot. He was giving stuff away, young guy, giving expensive stuff away. Stupid. Archie, I agree with you on why I shouldn't have given it to her. That was, oh my God. She graduated after 8 years of university, and at the time I thought it was a respectable, it was a stupid gesture. And it was just too, you're not sleeping with this woman. You don't give gifts like that. Anyways, Arch, I'll get to the point. I'm considering getting a Yachtmaster in either rhodium dial or two-tone rose gold, leaning more towards two-tone. I've also been looking at the Rolex Milgauss, leaning a little to the black dial, as I like dark colors, but open to the Z Blue. It will be a few months before I make a serious push to get one, but my question is, which do you think is best? Which color would you get if you could only get one? Wishing you all the best, sir, and await your response. Sincerely and respectfully, Anonymous. Okie dokie. So this is a fairly interesting review here. I quite enjoyed this review. This is the guy who gave a watch away. Man, that is, I got to be honest with you, man. We all do stupid, dumb things, but that would have to be pretty dumb, because these are our babies. We don't give these damn things away. Okay, so we've got the, let me just quickly recap here. We've got the Rolex Explorer 1 Mark II. What do I think of it? It's perfection. Whether it's a Mark 1 or Mark II, doesn't matter. 39mm Explorer 1. It's a classic. It's a great watch. You can never, ever go wrong with that. That is beautiful. Then we have the Tudor black base steel and gold. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I'm a little bit generally, if I was picking one, I get the steel one. The two-tone, it's not, well, it's sort of solid gold. They're not solid gold links. It's a solid gold part that's rolled on top of a base, which to be completely frank with you is pretty damn good. No, that's a great watch. That is beautiful. And you've got an Omega Seamaster. I actually quite like that. Beautiful wave dial. Beautiful. So it's good to see you've got your mojo back. Just very quickly there, I would actually say to your cousin who you gave the Tudor to, you can say to her, hey honey, if ever you think about getting out of this watch, I'll give you, I'd say $1,500 or $2,000 for it. So if ever you want to sell it, you need the money, come to me, I'll buy it back. That's what you say to her. That's what you say. I would just make that proviso to her, because she might want the money more than the watch. You never know with these people. So that's done and dusted. I'm not going to mention it again, but that's something I would say to her, just so maybe you could buy it back and add it into this collection. But anyhow, that's okay. It's done and dusted. Okay, so now we're looking at adding a piece. What would I be adding? So I got to be totally honest with you. A Yachtmaster is a great watch. Fantastic watch. Expensive. It's expensive. They're not cheap. Expensive. You're looking at a rhodium dial. That's the steel with the beautiful blue, like a tealy blue. Or the two-tone rose gold, leaning more to... Look. They are beautiful. They're both beautiful. I've also been looking at the Milgauss. Leaning a little to the black, as I like colors, but open to the Z blue. Okay, the thing is here, with all these watches here, let me explain it to you. They're all good. We've got 4 watches. We've got a Yachtmaster rhodium dial. We've got a two-tone Yachtmaster. We've got a Milgauss black with the GV. And we've got the blue Milgauss GV. Okay, 4 watches. They're all pretty damn nice. There's no mistakes there. It's Rolex Sports. I would be looking at the deal. Okay, my advice to you would be go and have a look at David SW, David SW, David SW. What can he do for you? What can David SW do for you? I just whacked my elbow. David SW, David SW, David SW. That's what I would be doing. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be jumping on board with that. And yeah, that's what I'd do. I would honestly say David SW. I'd be having a look at the deal. These watches are so hard to get. I'm not going to pay a massive premium for one. If I could get one for much better, it's bang per buck. Those 4 watches are all great. They are all great. Personally, which one would I pull myself? I probably think my favorite would probably be the Z Blue. Number 2 would be the Yachtmaster Rhodium. Number 3 would be the Black Dial Milgauss. And number 4 would be the two-tone. That's be my preference. Now, that's just personal preference. That's not value retention or investment. I personally think you got to look at the deal. When you're talking steel or sports Rolex, beggars cannot be choosers. Gone are the days where we say, oh, this one is going to be much... Look, it's really, it's all, they're all good choices. It depends on the deal. Now, if I had a GV black that was way cheaper than a Z Blue, I'd go for the Milgauss GV black. It's the deal. You got to get the deal is important. It's the deal. It's not so much I've got to have this. When you got to be this, you end up not getting the good deals. It's when you say, hey, I'll go with the flow, whatever the deal is. Like, I got to be honest with you. I wanted a 5196. This guy came to me. I was really after a rose gold one because I've already got 2 white gold pieces, 2 yellow gold pieces. And I thought, hey, it would be nice to have a rose. But that wasn't the way it was. The deal didn't present itself. It was yellow gold. Take it or leave it, Charlie. And now I actually really love the yellow gold. I think, oh, that's great. I love it. I got no qualms at all with it. So, you know, sometimes people analyze these things too much. And, you know, I've seen people, I remember in Thailand years ago, I was at this second-hand watch dealer, and this guy sat there for an hour and a half saying, does he go with the Explorer 2? That wasn't even 42 at this time. This was years ago, 15 years ago. Does he go with the white dial, the polar, or the black dial? He sat there looking at them for hours. And I'm thinking, man, look at the 2. What's the better pricing? Which one is box papers? Which one's in better condition? Which one will he discount more? And off we go. Flip a coin. Man, a white or a black. And the stupid thing is, the blacks used to be hotter than the polar in the Explorer 2. Now it's completely reversed. And I'm not going to be surprised it reverses again. You know, this is kind of how it works. It doesn't matter. They're all very good. Even, you know, believe it or not, even things like the brown from the root beers in the GMTs, which I thought would never ever come back. You go back 20 years ago, I thought, oh, root beer, huh? They come back into fashion. Man, you know, so it's kind of strange. There ain't really bad choices. The important thing is you're buying Rolex. You're now, just promise me you don't be giving any more stuff away. That's the important thing there. But it's the deal. What is the better deal? Because I don't think you can buy those. You can't really buy those new. Well, maybe you can, but it depends on what is the better deal. So personally, they're all good choices. Rolex Sports is obviously, Rolex Steel Sports is always going to be better than Rolex Two-Tone Sports as far as value retention. But I got to tell you, I loved my two-tones. I had the Daytona and I had the Submariner. And to be totally honest with you, I really enjoyed the two-tone. Funny thing is, owning all of these things, you can only really make you can only really give an opinion when you've owned all these things. So I've had steel, I've had two-tone, and I had I had two solid gold subs. It's a long story. I was looking after one for a guy and I wore it for a month, and I enjoyed it. Was a 30 dial one. Okay. So owning all of them, what I found was with the solid golds, I was so hypersensitive to it getting damaged. I couldn't really relax. Now that could be psychological, but it could also be the watch itself. When I had two-tone, I just relaxed and enjoyed it. So I found two-tone to be pretty damn good. However, you know, the collectability wise, steel is strong. That is probably, it is the hardest wearing compared to a two-tone or a steel. A two-tone's gonna be much strong. Metal is stronger than the gold. There's no question of that. The gold is fancy. I did like it, but man, you've got to make the deal. It's the deal. Which one is the deal? So you've got a nice collection there. I like it. You've got the Explorer 1. Don't ever sell that. That's the anchor to your collection. The Omega, I quite like it. I like it. And you've got the Tudor Black Bay two-tone. It actually works for your collection. I was never that much of a fan of it, but looking at it in your context there, it actually, I kind of get it. I get it. Adding another Rolex, good idea. Go back to that cousin and say, hey, if you ever want to sell it, I'll buy it off you. That's what I would do. She might say, okay, I'll take 2,000. You know, get it back cheap. If you buy it back from her, buy it way under market, okay? You were an idiot to give that thing away. So there you go. That's my advice. Check out It's the Deal. Because Rolex Sports, they're pretty damn good things. Okay, guys, that's that paid review for today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put some comments down below. And guys, remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I depend on these paid reviews to survive. And I gotta tell you, man, you want me to talk about your watches, give you advice? I'll make a vid. You can share it with your friends. You can say, hey, Archie reviewed my collection. Send them a link. It's a fantastic thing to do. $50 US. I'll tell you what I think. I'll give you the honest truth. And these are bespoke videos. So guys, come on. Come up to the plate. Let's get it happening now. I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Paddocks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.
Shit, need to restart that.
Okay, you just keep going. They're like mistakes.
No, just restart it, please.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.